What's up, everybody? Dr. Thinman back here. As you can see, I have it all tore apart again. I actually tore it apart the first time because I had to end up fixing this little spot here. I'd end up filling it all in and re-drilling and tapping it. That was a pain in the butt, but I got that done. It's like, well, heck, while I got it apart, I'll end up messing with my air setup, trying to get it where it's a little bit better so I can have me more space down in here, because I didn't have any, because the compressor is up here. It's kind of big. Well, it's small for its size, but it took up a lot of space inside there. So anyways, so I ended up putting it all back together, and then ended up having some more time. Like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm also gonna try to just get this thing all fixed, and just because it's cold outside and I don't like riding in the cold. But anyways, I'm getting back to this thing, and I'm gonna end up getting rid of this pressure switch and get me I'm not sure exactly like what they're actually called, but you'll see it in here somewhere. But it's another pressure switch. It's not adjustable like this, but it goes up I think just as high as this one did, so that's fine with me. And it's way smaller, so I don't have this big, looks like a 2x2 box yeah, maybe a 2x2 or something like that, 2.5 by 2.5. Anyways, that'll get all this cleaned up, less wires, about half as many wires. But now I gotta get me another air bottle like this to put on the other side. I'm gonna end up upgrading my 1/8 inch line here to 1/4 inch line, just until I get to the valves, and then that's gonna stay at a 1/8 inch line. Which I think these are up to 300 psi, but I'm not even close to that. Everything like this up under here, it'll stay the same. Not changing it. This one will be changed out to 1/4 inch. So I pretty much just try to make it a little bit more efficient, and where the compressor doesn't have to work as hard. And hopefully it'll look way better, way more cleaner. I got it made. As you see, I've already put the slot in it. Went and put it on the mill over there, and put a nice little slot. Look, if I have my other one, I'll show you it. But, oh, here it is. This one I did with a file, and see how well it came out. Not too bad though. I don't know if y'all can make that out, but you see how it's kind of like cockeyed. It's kind of going downhill on one side, and the other goes the opposite way. I didn't want that to happen again, and get this thing all off. So there again, I put it on the mill and did the top, so both sides are exactly the same. Then went back and did a little skim cut on the bottom, and did that. It actually turned out really good. I'm happy with it. So anyways, now I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna mount it on here. I don't know if I'm gonna put me a plate on the bottom or not, or if I just want to just come out the side and put a tab out the side and do that. And after that, after I figure out how I'm gonna attach it, I gotta figure out when I'm doing well, let's just use these. There's one tank, and there's my other tank. I know it's a compressor, I know, but we're gonna say it's a tank right now, so represent one. pretty much I have a tank there, and then one on the other side, just like that one there. I guess I'm gonna go. I can't get in touch with the guy that I bought my last one from, so I'm also gonna have to go ahead and spend. I think it's about 119, I'll say 120 bucks on another one. So, oh well, it is what it is. Then I'll figure out my pressure switch thing. But anyways, like I was saying, or beginning to say, I think I might just come off of actually this, like right here, and maybe put a tab, maybe, I'm not sure, on the back side of it, or weld something. I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring out how exactly like I want to do it. But pretty much just come out from there. So instead of mounting from this and going out, come from the center, and then kind of maybe just wrap out like that, or loop out, not wrap out, just loop out to the brace that's going to be holding these, and then of course it'll go up to the back where that one's mounting at right now, where it goes up to the back of it under there. It's like the old spot, like where the tag went. So I know I want to mount it in the back like that on both sides, but then like the front, have it come in that way. I think that's just one idea I got, and then another was just to come out straight out like that and then go in, because when the pump's on there, just looking at it upside down, and the pump barely fits, like right here on there. It's favoring this side a whole lot more. Well, a little bit. You can see it's really close here, but a little farther away there. But I guess it's pretty much centered if you go by this piece instead of the bolt head that's right there. So I'm back. I've actually been off this for probably about a week. Gotta do the whole work thing to make money, so I can afford to keep doing stuff like this. I finally got back to it. Under the weather for a whole week. Still feel like crap. Try to come out here and do like a little something. Anyways, as you can see, I've done a little bit of modification to the design. It's basically the same thing. I ended up using some of it's like pieces like this, then just clean the white off of it. Got the other piece right here. There it is, over here. Just had a piece like this, tearing down a building, and this happened to be in there, so I was like, heck, I'm taking it, so I got it. End up using some pieces off of it, and that's what these are. The pieces in there were actually like the original pieces you saw before. And y'all can go ahead and joke on my welds. I'm still trying to get it down, and I'm doing something wrong, just not sure what. But everything holds. It's not going to break off, especially with this compressor. I would highly doubt it. But yeah, welded all fully welded on the bottom. All that. I'm gonna clean it up just a little bit, just a teeny bit. And of course, all this is gonna get painted white, but you never gonna see the underside, and probably really not even this. You're probably mostly gonna see all the pieces coming off of it. I believe it's that way. Yeah, that'll just bolt straight in to those two holes. I gotta weld these two up. I'll do that after I get everything done. So who knows, I might do something and
use them in there or something. I don't know yet. Like I said before, I'm kind of just making it as I go. I have no idea what this thing's gonna look like. I'm pretty sure if y'all fast forward to the end, you'll see like what it looks like. But don't do that, not yet. But yeah, just a short little update here. So let me get a little more done, and I'll be right back. Well, I got it on here, the pump that is, compressor, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm not sure if I'm going to just keep the threads I have in this and just keep using them, or if I'm going to either weld a nut on top here or do it like I did this one, where I have a lock washer and then a nut. It is a pain sometimes just whenever I have to take it off, I gotta take the rear pegs off, and of course I have to take the bracket for that off right there. So that was a pain in the butt, but now I shouldn't have that issue, because I think I'm going to end up was turned around. But I'm debating on just painting this piece just black, and then you won't really ever see it, and basically do like I got on that one for the other two. But getting back to this right here, like real quick, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to leave it like this, and I can always go back and either like weld a nut on or whatever. But for now, I think I'm probably going to end up just keeping it like that, but we'll see how it goes. But just wanted to show that it's not too bad. I was going to paint it white, the bracket that is, but I think that's actually going to just take away from it, and I can just have the two bottles and the tag bracket made with basically the exact same stuff I showed you earlier. I tore down a building, and a whole lot of these little basket things. It's a good source for round stock, or whatever y'all want to call it, ride. Excuse me. Still a little under the weather, but anyways, just gonna do a short little update here. I guess that's it for right now. Well, I finally got them in. I was hoping that it was gonna be in black, but they said that they can't like really specify like what color you want it in. They said so it's gonna be black like that one I have up under there, or silver, and I happen to end up getting silver. But I'm probably just gonna end up just painting it black for the time being. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't decided on it. I'll figure it out later. But also, got my pressure switch in, and it was hard as heck to try to find one that was that only went up just to 140 psi. That's really all as high as I really want to go, especially with the pump that I got on there. And I couldn't just buy just one, because if I pretty much like what I bought these two for, another company wanted just one. So I figured, well, I'll just get two. I have a backup. Sorry about that. But yeah, and this one actually gave me this company. If I remember, I'll try to remember to put the links down below to like where I got them from. This company, as you can see, the heads of the bottle aren't really exactly the same. That one has just two flat spots on it, and the rest of it's rounded. But I don't think that's going to be a big deal. If it ends up being a big deal for some reason for me, and I just can't stand it, then I'll just make me either a new top for that one, or I'll just make a new top for this. Or heck, I might just make two new tops, I don't know. Just for the heck of it.
But right now, that's even loose too. Yeah, thanks for tightening it up, people. Anyways, I'm hoping that this is going to replace this big thing, and it'll be a whole lot more simpler. This thing is so bright. Turn it off maybe. Yeah, that's not so bad now. And hopefully, I'm pretty much trying to do this the same way I did my truck. I'm not sure if I have any videos of that. It was a long time ago when I was working on it. And then but yeah, this right here is just going to replace this whole box. A lot of the wiring that it has, it's way more straightforward than this. But of course, this right here is adjustable, but this right here, I don't need adjustable. I don't. And I can always get one of these that's 120. Like, I think it cuts on like at 100, or not, excuse me, not 100, but at like 90 something, like 90 psi, and then goes up to 120 and then cuts off. So, wonder why I got the O so far away from the N. Huh. Anyways. Well, I ended up getting another part in, but it ended up not working. It was pretty much like a check valve like this one, but it was in a different orientation, so I had the male on this end and a female on the other end. As you can see, this is not that piece. Kind of hard to see. That's a female end down there where it goes into the check valve, and then a male at the top. So I had to buy this piece and then a piece on the end to switch it around. It's way longer than I really want it to be, but for the time being, until I figure something else out, it'll work up under there. I actually did reorientate the compressor to where instead of it coming from this side going that way, then having to go behind it, and then doing something back up under here somewhere, so it'd go up to the bottle on this side, then go across to that, and then go from this bottle back in there. I know it went in there. There it goes. Pretty much like that. I'll ball that and I'll show you. I doubt I have all my parts over here, but I have I'll put a T up here in the middle coming off of this, and then that in turn, grab y'all, will end up going to that. I got a new one coming. I'm not going to use the I forgot what they call it, but plastic pretty much. So I got a new one coming for that. And I'll have one here, there, and then be the same orientation. I got this right here. I'm keeping this on here so I can still fill it up with the air pump if I have to. But that right there is getting upgraded. And I don't know if I mentioned, I'm upgrading from the 1/8 inch line to the 1/4 inch. This blue line, I'm not using it. It's just, it doesn't work anyways, but it'll do for testing purposes. And I just having this little gauge I just stuck in there, but that's what ended up coming out. I got more parts on the way, but I did get one in yesterday, tried it, and it ended up messing up. That was at the check valve. But I had this one, it works. It's not the one I really need, not the right way, but for now it'll work. Anyways, it'll come off of this one, go up, and it'll split out between the two bottles, so they're connected. And then come back to this one, like it would go in through the top, and then it would come from the bottom. Of course, it's going to have an elbow on it too that swivels. That comes out. It'll come from that, and then I got a little package in. It's for that. Well, technically for this one and the other one. It's the first time seeing them, so you're seeing them just as I'm seeing them. But I went ahead and bought these right here are supposed to fit in there pretty snugly. And then all I do is just tighten up on that little thing right there, and that'll hold them. And I think that's gonna work and look better than this and a hose clamp, which I kicked it right here a minute ago. There it is. Yeah, I think it's a lot better than having this hose clamp on there. A little more professional looking. And yes, I do, or I did, buy 2 of them. I think it was like a $10 difference, like in the price if I got them like either just regular raw or if I got them powder coated black. But I might keep them raw. I'm not 100% sure yet. If I remember, I'll put the link down below to like where I got them from, and it's the same place I got that from, so I'll just link them together. I think that's it for right now. These right here, they're made out of it's a billet 60, 61. I think it's T6 aluminum. So pretty good stuff. It's the same aluminum that these are made out of. Yeah, I'm just showing about like what I'm doing or how I'm doing it. I've already cut about 2/3 of the way through it, almost 3/4 of the way through it. Then just bend it over to a 90 because that's all I need. And then I'll weld up this gap. And if I need to do like any fine tuning, I can twist it and I can bend it even after it's been welded. And it'll be fine. I did that on the other one. Worked no problem. Yes, my hands are dirty. But yeah, just showing like what I'm doing. And that's all there is to it. I guess I'll come back and put some more weld on it whenever I go to finish everything. But I'm gonna go right over there. I got a tool over there that'll smooth it all out, like I did on this one, like right here. But yeah, that's it. Nothing super special, but it works. Well, I did a little more than tack it. I did end up TIG welding the back of this because I kind of want this look in a way. Later on, if I don't, then I'll fix it then. But pretty much I want to have it like where it just looks like it's just stuck up in there. Cause my other one was like that, and then I ended up just welding it back up, or the outside welded it up. But it's not coming out of there. And this is actually really stiff. I thought it was gonna be way more flexible, so that's actually a good thing. That's not gonna be moving a whole lot. I want it to be rigid, but of course it does have a little bit of flex in it. But I think after I get the other after I get the other pieces in there, I think it will stiffen that up. So I'm gonna try to get everything nice and straight how I want it. Might have to end up getting the old jack over there and getting a piece of board since it's so stiff, and bend this up because it's not really up like I really want it. I want it a little bit closer, at least on this end. This side's not too bad, but it's coming along. It's slow, but it's coming along. I did pretty much fully weld this. It's welded on the back. I don't really care like what the back side of it looks like. You never want to see it, but it does look decent.
Nice out here.
Sorry about that. Had someone come out. I wanted to talk for a little bit. Anyways, where was I at? I don't know. Anyways, next I gotta get the second one to come back. Not really sure how I'm gonna do it, but after I get that, I'm gonna see how stiff it is, and if it seems like it's gonna be stiff enough, I'm not gonna worry about putting anything across. But I already know I'm gonna have to put some across on this one to come down and catch the tag. I might even bring it on down to this one. I don't know. I gotta see how everything's gonna fit once I get the bottles on, and I gotta put the compressor back on, and hopefully that'll give me a better idea. So but anyways, I'm gonna try to get some more stuff done, and I'll be back hopefully soon. Well, here it is pretty much. I just got one more bar to put in, and that's going to be just from here all the way up to that hole. I'll do the same thing like I did to this one, weld it on the back. I'm going to try to clean up the underside as much as I can. I really doubt anyone's really going to look up under there, but if they do, I want it to kind of look nice. But that's going to be some finishing work that I'll be doing. You can see it looks like I got a booger on there. So I'll basically just do the same thing I did like right here. Weld this to the side of this, then go up, come out same distance, so I keep that. I'm pretty sure it's probably overkill really putting this one in here, but whatever. I don't know if you're even going to really see it, because I have the tag bracket that's going to be coming off of it. But it's coming together actually pretty good. It veered away from my original design a little bit, but I don't know. Just go down in the comments, let me know what you think of it so far. Put a little time thing next to like your comment. So let me know like what you think of it at this point. And then like whenever it's done, I don't even know what it's gonna look like right now. So, but just let me know like then versus now. But yeah, just a quick little update. I'm gonna get these other bars in, get that in, and then I'll get it put back on the bike, and we'll see how it's going to end up looking. But overall, it's going pretty good so far. I did find a spot. Ow. Ouch. Dang it, that hurts. Anyways, I did find a spot I can put my wires up in. If you watched like one of my last video I made on this when I redid the air system. You'll notice that that's like where my air hose came out when I had the compressor back inside here. So then like when it came out, came across and then went into this little booger. But that's old stuff, so now it's time for the new stuff. And then I think I said earlier in the video, I'm upgrading from this 1/8 inch line to 1/4 inch line. I don't really have a piece out here to show you right now, but take my word for it, a 1/4 inch line. So I think that's it for right now. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get these two last little bars in, and then I can concentrate on the tag bracket. And once I got that, I don't know, I might just go and I'm not sure like where you can put it. There it is. I might try to make the thing for this that comes down for it. I don't know, I might do the tag bracket first because I won't have to make it close anyway. So I don't know, I'm kind of talking and going at the same time. But I'm not sure which way I want these to go. If I want that little thing to be up top or if I want it to be on the bottom. In a way, I'm kind of wanting it on bottom, but I don't know. I'll figure it out, I guess. But the holes are going to be in the same spot, so it's really not going to matter. I know it's got to be on this line right here. And I might end up actually painting this, just kind of getting off a little bit. Might end up painting this the same color as the bike, because I think it was actually, it should have been painted, but whatever. Right now, I don't worry about it. But pretty much this is going to have to go like that. And I'm going to have to make sure I keep the bottle on this, because on the other side I got my key, you know. I didn't realize that until after I came to this side, started messing with stuff. I got my key here, so I can't have it stick out like I want it to. But it's fine. It's going to be away, as long as it's away from the tire. That's all I care about. But anyways, I'm going to get some more stuff done, and I'm assuming and I hope I'll be back. But that's pretty much the bracket right now. I might just split this video up into a couple of different parts. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's getting long. But if y'all stayed with me this long, I really do appreciate it. And if there's ever anything like in my videos that y'all think that's like boring, you're like, yeah, we don't really need to cover that, we don't care about it, just go down in the comments down there and let me know. Because I want to put out really good content for y'all. And I want to help out people that really need it. So, anyways, I'm going to get this put back on the bike, and I think we'll call it a night. It's dark out there now. So, yeah. Well, I got it up here. Looks pretty good. Got my little bracket here. I had to make a piece to just hold it up in place until I can come off of here with my round bar. Sorry for flicking all off, not meaning that. But like I said, I'm taking just that part off, and then of course that piece up in there that I got just tacked on there right now. And then I'll get my round bar, come from that down to that, then from that one down. Not exactly sure exactly how it's gonna look. I'm gonna have to bend me some and see what it's gonna look like. And also I don't want it to be like vibrating around. So I gotta make it way more stiffer, like the top up here is. got my tag little brackets in. I ain't gonna have to turn them just like a little bit, but other than that, they're good. Got my T on there, because that's where whenever I get the other 90-degree swivels, I am going to end up changing this polymer one out to the metal ones. Of course, this one's gonna come off. Now it's got to have one to go straight across to this T, and then I got to put well, do the same thing on the other side. And then the other bottle, it'll connect to the other side of the T up under there and go like right behind the tag, so you don't really see it. So tag will be on there pretty much like that, and that'll help keep debris from hitting my compressor. I know the compressors will end up getting some dirt on it and some water. Not really worried about that, but I just don't want to have like a whole bunch of like rocks just pelting it and messing stuff up, or likely to mess things up. And I thought about one time, I think they have some brackets that are for the 7-ounce bottles, and I think they're the same size. Get y'all in there a little bit. I think they're the same size as this bottle or this compressor, but I don't know. I can always do that later if I want to. Of course, I really doubt anyone's really don't even want to see that, but yeah, that's what I got done so far. I gotta do another one of these brackets on the other side here, so I'm gonna get that and might call it a day on that. I don't know. Gotta go inside and I'll go eat with the parents. So anyways, let me get some stuff done and I'll be right back. And I do like how these things are coming out. Well, as you can see, I've cut off the brackets here, and I didn't like how this one be like just plain, just flat, so I ended up doing basically like what I did to this one. Try to get y'all under here. You see how, I think y'all can see how it is. So I figured I'd do the same thing, but I don't know if I'm actually going to weld inside there or not. I know I got to do the back, fully weld that. But this side, I liked how the angle was on it. So I think that's what I wound up going with. And I got my little, of course I made one for each side. Got my little machinist square here. Of course any square would do. And I can put that on there and make sure I get everything nice and level with this. Because even if it's like slightly tilted on from the bike, you're not really even going to notice it. So, not worrying about that. But yeah, I gotta get these, well, first I gotta measure their back and put me some marks, or write down, and then I gotta get all this ground off, all that back smooth. Of course, I still got all these little welds I gotta smooth out. I think I just want to just tack them a little bit better across there than just smooth them out. Be fine. I gotta say, this thing actually came out looking really good. But I'm still gonna have to add me a brace into it. I wish I didn't have to add a brace, but it vibrates way too much, so I cannot have that So now it's got to come from this back bar and go down. And if there's still a vibration, then I'm going to have to end up putting a bar across them. And I'm just going to use that bar as the one to help stabilize the two bottles, or the bottles and bracket. And also for the tag, to put a light down on it, and also that light will be my rear underglow, since I don't really have any like at the back half of the bike really. And I'm gonna do another video on that when I redo all that. But yeah, I guess that's it for right now. Let me see what else I can get done, which hopefully I can get these things done before I gotta go in. So yeah, I almost forgot about these. Got my fittings in finally. I only bought this one, I don't know if I could use it or not, but I got it. Then got some quarter elbows, these right here. They're gonna go into the one here, and then this bottle, it gets two of them, top and bottom. Get rid of the polymer one. These right here don't go up under the seat. I think both of them go up under the seat. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go back and see my drawing. Then got some quarter 20 T's. So hopefully they'll help out. I think I need only two of these really, but for what I paid for this whole bag, I think it was like 5 of them in there. I would have paid the same price if I only got just 2. So figure, heck, just get more. I'll use them for something. But that was my little package I just got in a little while ago. I'm thinking I might do the same thing to these that I did to these, and actually connect them together. I'm gonna see if that's gonna stiffen this thing up some more, and I'm hoping it's going to. I might just tack me a piece just like in here to see if that'll help any, because I think it's just this little area right in here. Freaking thing will focus. I don't know, but ain't word for it. I think it's just this little L piece I got in here. I think that's what's doing a whole lot of it and the flexing. So I might try to mess with that a little bit, but I still think I'm gonna add something back here. Maybe just maybe about halfway in between, and just go out in the middle of this and tack it in there. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see. So yeah, got my stuff, so I'm good. Well, I put me this is one brace in. Like I said earlier, I still gotta go back and fix all the welds, and a couple spots I need to put more weld in. But it's way more rigid now. I did add a piece behind the tag, just a piece of bar like this. Just put it across there to kind of take away some of the flexing that it's doing. But I'm gonna call this pretty much done. Like I said, other than just fixing the welds and smoothing them out and making them look all nice. Still got a spot right up in here I gotta do, but like I said, that's not gonna be really a big problem. Then get my thing so I can see. This is gonna be fine. It's gonna go right down through there, right behind the tag, like I want it to. I got the compressor on there. The piece sticking out. But overall, I'm liking it. It's doing pretty good. But yeah, go down in the comments. Let me know what you think of it at this point. Add like a little time stamp thing in there. Like what you think at this point. But yeah, that's it. It's dark outside, so, and getting a little late, so I think I'm gonna just head on into the house. I got my fittings on here, as you can see, then got the one on the other side too. It's, I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to wait till after I get the bottles the same color, because that one looks like it's sticking out more than that one. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Man, I'm just tired, I don't know. But anyways, that's it for right now. Probably get up in the morning and get back at this thing. So, I guess till then, I'll see you in a second. As you can see, I've tried to clean up my welds using a old Dremel, and then I had to use that super skinny thin one. There next to the bigger one. I'll just throw this out there. If any of y'all are if any of y'all are using these things, I highly recommend this one. Let me put y'all down and I'll show y'all like what I'm talking about. Actually, better yet, let me get this thing apart and I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, I got it all apart. It just pops up. Sometimes you have to stick something like an end of that to push that down. But it goes on super simple. Try to do it with one hand. Then all you do, just push it back down and there you go, ready to go. It'd be nice if they made one that worked for the little tiny ones, but I don't know if that's going to be possible to do. But yeah, these things are, I think it's made by Dremel. You can find them at like Lowe's, Home Depot, in the Dremel aisle. But highly recommend them. Anyways, back to this. Just use these things and just going in all the little corners. I did start off using, let's see, I got it over here somewhere. Yeah, like one of these little carbide things. I got me a little set right here. Started out with that, then was using that, and then I was like, screw it, I'll just use this one. So, but this one does pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I started out with them and got some of the spots and cleaned them up and got them down some. Then went back with the Dremel. But I'm gonna go back with some sandpaper and try to clean them up some more, because whenever the white gets on there, I just got a piece of something in my finger that sucked. Anyways, once it gets painted white, it's going to show those spots, so I gotta get it looking as good as I can and smoothed out. But anyways, the little thing's hurting in my finger, so, and that's one thing I don't like about this little burr tool. Not sure like what it's called, but it's a Mac. But they put out them little bitty little splinter pieces of, I'll just call them metal splinters. They suck, but So that's something you gotta worry about. Like I said, this thing's hurting in my fingers, so I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna pull this thing out and get back to work. I got this thing all smoothed out. I'll throw some primer on it. That'll tell me like where I really need to, if I got like any spots I need to go back and do. I was going to use my black Rust-Oleum, but it's, I don't know, like when I bought them, they were good, and then about like a year or two later, they're all crap. But anyways, I just happened to find this, thank goodness, and I want to, like I said, I'm going to throw some primer on this and go from there. So let me get this thing all primed up, and I'll be right back. Alright, here pretty much it is. I'm pressure testing it right now. It's up to, something like that. So, let's see, it's, I don't know, I can't really hardly tell. Anyways, it's slightly less than 120 psi that I got in this bottle, and in this one. So I got them hooked together. I still got to trim this line just down just a little bit so it brings this T back, and then this line's pretty good. I got to shorten the other line coming from the other side. I'm pretty sure all this in here I'm going to end up changing later on, because I just don't like how it is like right now. But if I can ever get me the correct check valve, then hopefully that'll shorten everything up a little bit and it won't be so much sticking out. As you see, it's I'm gonna say it's roughly, well, there's a ruler up there upside down. I got roughly like right at 3 inches just sticking all the way out. And you know what, I don't even have any tape on that, and I'm surprised it's actually holding some PSI. I'm very surprised by that. I don't know, I'll check it tomorrow and see. But that's pretty much everything up under here. As you see, I got it primed right now. I'll probably ride around with it primed, because I don't see like why I need to paint it right now, especially if I'm gonna have to go back and if I see that everything's vibrating way too much, then I'll go back and I'll add some braces wherever it seems like it needs to be. So yeah, that one's definitely got to go a little bit shorter. But the next thing's gonna be just bring in this line up under, and it'll come out right that little bitty hole right there. There you go. Then I gotta go up to my pressure switch, and that should, after that I go to my my valves that I got. So I'm gonna have to play around with how the tubing's gonna have to go. But I got a bag full of fittings here, so something's got to work. I got more tubing. I probably got about maybe 6 feet more of a tubing, so that should be plenty for this thing, I hope. Yeah, all this just so I can have a little bit bigger air tank, of course 2 of them, and my room back in here, I got that back, so now I got more room for my trailer hookup. If y'all haven't seen that video, go and check it out. As soon as it gets warmer, I'm going to end up hooking the trailer hitch up to it and making a video on actually pulling the trailer with some weight in it. Probably start off like 100 pounds and 150, then 200. That's what the trailer's rated for, so I'll test that out in a safe place. Probably go to a parking lot and test it out that way. Try to do it safe, don't want to be on the road. So if something does happen, I'm not putting anybody in danger except for myself. So, yeah, I think that's it for right now. I'm debating on just going inside or just trying to do some more with this thing. I don't know, I might do some more. I'm kind of enjoying myself out here, so. But yeah, I'll see what I'm gonna do or can do, and I'll be right back. Well, I'm back out here with this thing. I did lose some pressure, but I think it's end up being this fitting right here. But I'm not gonna end up using that. That's just for testing right now, because I tested all the other fittings and they're all fine. Also, it could be leaking out right there because I didn't put any Teflon tape on it, so I wouldn't be surprised. But I'll do that in just a little bit. But yeah, I'm liking the progress on this thing. It's finally, everything's finally starting to fall together. And now I'm gonna see if I make sure my pressure switch works. This will not work. I got one more, and hopefully that'll work. I've already pressure tested it, and it's fine. So I just gotta hook it up in line, and I'll see if that's gonna end up cutting the compressor off. So I gotta do all that, but I'm kind of rigging it up right now, as you can see. Just got a wire just stuck in there. But anyways, I'm gonna test this thing and see if it's gonna work or not. Well, it works. It cut it off at about 145 psi. There we go. So, but this thing is supposed to cut off at 140 and turn back on at 110, but I don't know. I'm gonna set y'all down and I'm gonna see if this thing's gonna cut back on. I might do some weird finagling here. Like I said, I got it rigged up, so let's put back on and take my little air taker outer thingamajigger, and we'll see if it comes on at 110. So 120. Yep. I might change hands so y'all can see this stuff. I don't know if y'all want to or not, but whatever. That time it cut off just after 140 psi. So I don't know, as long as it's close to it, that's fine. I don't know why my focus is crap. I think it's these lights I got in here. They're just so bright, and the camera just doesn't like it apparently. But anyways, like I say, everything's working. So now I can go and get like all the correct connectors and connect everything together. And I still don't have a manual shut-off switch, just in case. I like to relocate like up at the front somewhere, but
I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna get some more stuff done. Man, look at this rat's nest. Yeah, all I gotta do is just trim all the wires down, but everything works. Right now I just have it just straight, just plugged into the pressure switch. Don't have this hooked up right now, but that's something I'm gonna have to get hooked up whenever I get all the wire trimmed down the size. But like I said, everything's working now, so I'm just gonna pressure test everything tonight, and this is up to what the compressor is putting out right now. It's kind of going in between, like so I can get y'all in here. Oh, freaking white is just horrible. But yeah, you can see it. It's just a little over 140 psi, which that's fine. Like I said before, as long as it's like around there, I'm good. And and like I said before, this right here is all just for testing everything, make sure I don't have any leaks. I got my Teflon tape on this now, so it shouldn't leak there. Which I'm actually surprised it was only 20 psi, or yeah, 20 psi that leaked down. But pretty much got like my puts air into the system. Then right down in here, you'll see that's where the one that goes out. Then have my line going, this line right here, it goes to the thing right there. So well, finally I got it all wired up, all the wires cut to length. Well, except for this one, I'm leaving it. I'll just tuck it down in there. I still got these I just got to put back in. That's just the down, and then the up one. Got my main cutoff switch. Still got to put this back on, get all that, tidy it back up. Just got to take my pressure thing off. I'll wait till after I get everything together, and that'll be the last thing I take off, because I want to see if it's going to come back on while I'm messing with it. Got some brand new connectors on there, male and female. They fit together really good. Might have to put a tie on that, or maybe tape it up to a wire or something. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. Yeah, ended up putting my compressor wire in a wire loom. I don't know if y'all can tell. It's kind of really hard to, well, there you go. See right there. So I just gotta get that and tidy that up just a tad bit. Had to end up drilling a let's see, where is that? Yeah, right up in there. Had to end up drilling a 1/2-inch hole. Didn't want to have to go that big, but I had to. So, but yeah, I got it's awkward looking this way. Yeah, I still gotta cut that one a little bit shorter, I think. I can do that after everything's put back together. Because everything up in here is fine. It looks like a rat's nest, but it's more organized than it really looks like. Take my word for it. And later on I am thinking about trying to see if I can put some kind of distribution block up in here somewhere. Well, actually I have a spot behind this. Then all I gotta do is just stretch all my wires to the back. Just put them like in one big wire loom, and because I got a big free spot back in there now. Nothing's in there. The other side is filled up with all the like the blinkers and I can't remember what else it is, but it's filled up on that side. So this side's empty now, so I can add more stuff to it. But I think that'd be a good place for like a distribution block. And I'll just run me a big wire
maybe 8 gauge maybe. I think I can go to 8 gauge. Maybe a 10 gauge. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out later. And I'll just come off of these and go back. And that should power everything with no issue. And it'll clean up everything here. I hope. No, it will. But yeah, I'm gonna get this thing all put back together. Then I'll get my tubing over there, get it all nice and cut, because it's almost touching the swing arm right now. Of course, later on I am going to get a new swing arm. Instead of this big fat chunky thing, I'm going to get me just a nice, more sleek one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just stay tuned. But yeah, that's it for right now. So let me get something done and I'll be right back and we'll close out this video. Well, I got it all put back together. Everything seems to still be working correctly. I noticed whenever I put my tag on that the nut on the back of this thing was hitting my thing right there. So I'll have to figure that out. I think I'm just gonna let me just get over here where y'all can actually see something and I can see something. Yeah, my tag was tag bolt was hitting this, so I think the thing I'm just gonna do is just cut this down just a little bit, and that'll pull all this back some, and that should be fine. I got plenty of room to go, or that I can play with, so I'm not really worried about it. My keys do hit the thing here, or my keys hit the bottle, so if I had them here I'd show you, but I'll hit right here. There we go. Y'all probably don't care, but also I actually want to sit y'all down for a second here while I open this up. See what I got in here. As you see, I got all my space back. I still got space back down there, so I'll probably mess with just stuff like this and try to get it I say crammed back in there, but not really. Just try to give myself a little bit more room back in here. So get that. Of course, this right here is down. As you see, I got more than enough space for everything. Even with the tag hanging down, it's still fine. So, but I'm happy how those things came out. I'm glad I went and actually bought these things to hold the balls instead of trying to do like what I did on the last one. I think they look a whole lot. Well, to me, it looks a whole lot more professionally done. I'm trying to do the best job I can. I still have a little wiggle in it, but it might be fine since since everything's connected to this. It shouldn't vibrate a whole lot, if at all. But I'll test it out later. But that's it for right now. I think I'm done with this for right now, and go down in the comments down there and let me know what y'all think on the color of these bottles. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just go with white, but my color scheme I'm thinking is gonna be like white, flat black, gloss black. Well, I'll say this way: white, black, the blue I have on the bike. I really don't want to do like a polished bottle or anything, so I'm gonna keep these the way they are. So, like I said, just go down in the comments and leave me a comment of like what y'all think. Love to have y'all's input. If you enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It'll also help my videos get seen by more people, and I hope it's that me doing stuff like this is going to be able to help other people, or maybe at least inspire someone else to do something. Share the video. If you hadn't already subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. I got more stuff coming. Just waiting on money to come in so I can get started on that, or on them. So you can stay tuned to that. I think that's pretty much everything. If you, yeah, that's it. Anyways, like always, y'all take it easy, and may God bless.